Hi and welcome to Java Math app developed using Java NetBeans. Right, let me show you guys how this works. Here you enter your very first value in there and the second value will automatically appear. Both actually automatically appear, and here the operators are randomly allocated as well. And here you will then enter your answer. Whatever your answer might be, just enter it in there. If the answer is wrong, you get a correct answer here, and if the answer is right here, you should gain a point. So now we have 22 divided by 2. That's the wrong answer, so let's click on result.
Incorrect answer. The right answer is 11.
And you also get a voice feedback as well. The next thing we have is 21 subtract 11. So let's get that right.
Point awarded. Well done.
Point awarded. Well done. The next one is 8 plus 17. Okay, let's get that right. And for your information, once you get 2 points, you go to the next level.
Point awarded. Well done.
Set. We are now in level 2. In level 2, we have a timer, and this timer, once it becomes 0, the game will be over. So let's see if we can get this one right.
Point awarded. Well done.
We're now running out of time. Check out what's going to happen next. There we go. The game is over. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Java NetBeans development environment, and we'll put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. And welcome to Java NetBeans development environment. Here we're going to be creating a math app. So let's start by clicking on File, select New Project. Okay, let's select Java with and select Java application. Click on Next, and let's give our project a name. I'm just going to call that JMath app. With an S. That's good. Alright, JMath app with an S. Alright, you see the create main class. I'm going to uncheck that. Let me copy this and just click on finish. There we go. Now right here I have my JMath app with an S. This is it right there. I'm going to now right click on it and let's select new and select JFrame and give that a name. I'm just going to call it JMath app or JMath apps. There we go. Click on finish, and let's just, there we go. The development environment is ready now. So I'm going to right click on it and let's select set layout. Inside the set layout I'm going to select absolute layout, and if you notice there should be a line around the frame. So I'm going to right click on the frame again. Let's select properties. Inside the properties I'm going to select the code, and inside the code I'm just going to change the size here to 1400 by 800, and where we have generate center I'm going to check that. Click on, before I click on close, let me go to the properties. I just want to make sure the minimum and the maximum is of the same size. Okay, look at the prefer. I'm going to change that to 1400 by 800 as well. And let's see, look at the minimum. I'm going to change that to the same size. Let's copy that and just paste that in there. Alright, that's fine. And let's see the title. I think there's a title here. If you want, you can always just enter something in that. Alright, that's the title here. You can just enter maybe math app. There we go. Close that. Now that that is done, let's go straight to the palette right here. Inside the palette, I'm going to select. Now select the palette and let's select panel. That is the panel there. I'm going to just drag it that much. Right. And I will also change the back color of that panel to cadet blue. So let's go to the properties. Inside the properties, select back color and select RGB. Inside the RGB, change the red one, change it to 95. The green, I'm going to change it to 158. The blue, I'm going to change it to 160. Click on OK. There. Now that is taken care of, right click on it and let's select set layout. I'm going to set it as absolute layout. As you can see, it's disappeared. That's no problem. Go straight to the navigator and that is your panel right there. Select it. Okay, look at that and just drag it. Okay, that's sorted now, so we can always just copy and paste it now. So I'm going to copy that and just paste. I have one here, bring it down. I'm going to paste another one. Let's copy this same one, copy, and I'm going to paste, bring it down. That is fine. So let's come back to our palette here, select panel and just paste that one in there. And I'm going to drag this that much. Right there, so that is fine. Let's copy that, paste. We have to copy it again, copy and paste. We have 3. There we go. That's good. Right here, let's add another panel there. Add one here, just bring it down much. And this one, that will be where I will add my label. So let's get hold of a label, dump it right there. You see the lines? That means it's now absolute layer. So let's right click on that and just change that to absolute layer. Alright, so that's fine now. And change the size of that label to something much readable. I'm going to make that about 72. Make that bold. There we go. Bring it there. Now you can right click and just change the text content on that to, I'm going to change mine to Java Math App. And there we go. That is that done. Very good. So the next thing I want to do now is right here, I'm now going to add some more labels back into my palette. Select label, dump it right there. Oh, this needs to be changed to absolute layer. And let's see, have I changed this one? No. Absolute. And this one, select absolute layer as well. Now they are all absolute layouts. So now let's change the size of the text content to about 36. Make that bold. Right click on it, change the value on it to something. You have value 1. That will do. Value 1. Nice one. Click and copy, paste it right in here. So change this one to value 2. There we go, that's fine. I'm going to also add another label. Let's copy this and I'm going to paste that right here. And this label, go to the properties, let's add a border around it. And I'm going to make that border maybe 4. There we go. And delete the text content that we have in there. Right click, get rid of that. Something like that. Now copy that, paste it right here, and I'm going to paste another one here. Okay, let's copy one of these, copy and paste it right in here, and change the text content of these to arithmetic operator. There, get it centered properly, looking much better now. Now the next thing I want to do is, so let's copy this as well, paste it right underneath here, and just change the text content of that to enter your answer. Nice. Copy this again, paste it right here, change that to correct answer. And here, paste one here. No, that should be correct answer. Paste one right here, and let's change this one to points awarded. Points awarded. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to copy this again, copy that, and paste it right underneath. There, the point awarded will automatically appear here. And here we need a text box. That will be text field. Just dump that here. Let's add border to it as well. Let's look for the border. Might be down somewhere, or maybe up. Let's see. There we go. And change that to 4 as well. Font size, let's make that 36. Very good. And delete the text content on it. And right underneath, I'm now going to add a button. Back in here, grab hold or get hold of a button, dump it there, change the properties of that to 36 as well. You can even make it 38 if you want. Here, let's make it 38, why not? There. Oh, it should be bold. Let's make that bold. There. And the data on it, I'm going to change that to results. Okay, that's fine. And right underneath here, copy that very button, paste it here. Let's see, where's the button? I believe it's copied. Let's come in here and see if we can get hold of any button there. That's one button, that's that very one. This is the second one, and the second one should be there somewhere. Alright, since I cannot find the second button, I'm just going to, let's see, panel number 3. So I'm going to delete that second button and just paste another one in there. Delete. Alright, now go back to the palette, grab hold of a button, paste it right here, change that to 38. Make that bold. There. Alright, I'm going to need about 3 of those so I can copy this and paste it right in there. Copy and paste it in here. So we have 2 and we have 3. Change these to exit, and the variable name, change that to JBTN exit. Next one, change that to clear. Variable name, change it to JBTN clear. And here, change that to reset. variable name, change the variable, right click on it, select the change variable name and change it to JBT and reset. Very good. And right here I'm going to copy this, copy and paste it right in here. There we go. Yeah, I think my interface is almost ready. Okay, so I think we are almost done with the design of the interface. So let's run it and see. Compile and just run. Very good. So let's just exit out here and I'm going to go straight into the project, and right here I want to add 2 more frames. So let's right click here, go to new, select J frame, and that's going to be for my level 2, so I'm just going to call that level 2. That's fine, and just click on finish. There we go, there. And I'm going to right click on that and let's select, yes, set layout, absolute layout, that's fine. Right click on it again, select the properties, and in here I'm going to select code and change the size to 1400 by 800. Okay, that's fine. Just copy that, and you see where we have generate center, I'm going to make sure that is checked. Now let's go to the properties and let's look for the preferred size. I'm going to change that to 1400 by 800, and minimum, you see the minimum size, make sure that is changed as well. Okay, I'm going to make that 1800 as well. Right, that's good. So I can close that now. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to copy everything that I have in here. Oh, before that, let's add another one. Let's add another form. Right here, right click and select new. And let's select J frame. And this J frame, I'm going to call that game over. Game over. There we go. And click on finish. So as you can see, I have 3 of those. Now right click on this game over folder and just right here select absolute layout and right click again, select the properties. I'm going to make that 1400 by 800 and check the generate center. Go to the properties and the minimum, make that the same thing, 1400 by 800. The preferred size 1400 by 800 as well. Close that. Okay, let's go back straight to our main or frame 1, and here let me just give these names first, and I'm going to change that to JTXT. No, it's going to be LBL. Let's call that num1. Okay, and this is going to be JLBL num2. There we go. And I'm going to call this JLBL operator. There we go. This is going to be JLBL. Oh, it's a text box, so I'm going to call it JTXT result. Okay, click on OK. And this button, let's call it JBTN result. No, it's not J, it's LB. Yeah, it's BTN. This is meant to be JBTN result. I think I may have made a mistake somewhere. So let's see. Let's cancel that. Let's check this out. Oh, this should have been reset, not results. So I'm gonna just copy that and change it to reset. Okay, that's fine. Why this is going to be results. Okay, that's fine now. I think this has a name as well. Alright, this very one here, let's give that a name. Right click. This is going to be known as JLBL for points. Okay, that's fine. And this, I'll just call this one JLBL display, or display correct answer, something like that. Okay, we just call that display. Click on OK. There we go. That's it, all done. Alright, I'm going to, before I go any further, let me just copy everything that I have in here. Copy this as well. Control C and copy, or you go up there and just copy. I'm going to go to the second form. That's the second form there. Just paste that right there. So the second form is sorted. The third form, if you like, you can paste it, but there's no need for all of these. So I'm going to delete all of these from there. You can just bring this here and call it game over. Right, let's just change that to game over. Or right click on it. Game over. That is it, done. And we can delete all of these. We don't need them. Okay, that's my third form. Now, you see these buttons, I want them to have an oval shape, and for me to achieve that, I'm going to need a library called JTattoo. So I'm going to come in here, browser here, and enter JTattoo in there. Okay, let's search for JTattoo. I think, yeah, let's go in here. Very good. I'm going to click on download, and I think the latest is JTattoo 1.6.3.13. So click on download. Let's download that. There we go. Alright, so I can close this now. And there. I will now go straight into my project. And right in here, see where the library is. Right click on the library, click on add. This very one, you can do that way, or you can click on the property. The choice is yours. Okay, or you can also click on just this very one here. As you can see, inside the library we only have just two libraries in there. So right click on that and add jar. Click on add jar. Now I'm going to look for the JTattoo where I have it. So let's drop this down. There we go. That's it right there. There we go. And just click on open. And that is it there. The whole idea is for me to be able to change all this button to an oval shape. Okay, and to achieve that, I'm going to go straight into the main. Click on the source there. And let's just add the following libraries before I take care of those buttons. So right underneath the package there, just enter the following. As you can see, the libraries, they are all highlighted or underlined yellow because I haven't really used them. Okay, so but those are the libraries that I'm going to be using, all of these. Now I want to use the UI manager. So let's go right down here. Let's keep going first. First thing first, let's collapse this here and come right down here. Okay, right here we're gonna need a UI manager in here. So right here, you see where we have public static void main. I'm going to add the following UI manager. See the UI manager dot sets look and fill. Okay, I have an error there, so what I'm going to do is click on this globe there. Okay, and we want to get the following. Okay, we want the following to be thrown in here, so click on this. We have 1. There's 3 more to go. In total it will be 4. And click on this. We have 2 here. Have a good look at it. Class not found exception, illegal access exception, and we need instant exception, I believe. Yeah, instantiation exception, and 1 more, and that is it. Unsupported, yeah, unsupported look and fill exception. That is it. If you notice, the error is gone there. Okay, that is fine. Okay, now that I have all of the exceptions, let's try this out now. I'm going to save it first, and we'll just run it and see. Okay, click on run, compile, then we'll run it. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Can you see all the buttons? They all look rounded now. Alright, let's move on. So you guys know how to do that, but you do need the Jeta 2 together working. Once you get hold of Jeta 2, right underneath here where you have your public static void main, you enter your UI manager. Okay. Alright. Once you enter your UI manager, you will have an error, so all you then need to do is to get hold of these 4 throws. Okay, there they are. Alright, now let's do one more thing. I'm going to go back in here and let's take care of the text to speech. So to do that, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to my browser again, and I intend to download free TTX. So let's just type in free TTS. Okay, I think that is it. There. It's a speech synchronizer. So click on that, and right here I'm going to click on download. Let's get it downloaded. There we go. Alright. Okay, I've finished that. That is it right there. Okay, I'm going to close that now. And you need to extract that, and I have it right in here. There we go. That's it. Okay, I've already extracted it in there. The file that I'm looking for is going to be inside this very library. Okay, this file. So let's close that, and I'm going to go straight to my project here. Okay, you see the library of my main project. I'm going to right click on it, and let's select add Java. Click on that. Now let's look for the free TTS folder. Double click on that, double click on the inner folder, free TTX, and what I'm looking for is this library, and I will select all of these. Select it all and click on open. There we go. That is it. All in there now. Right. So I need this very one. So I'm going to need this part. Okay. This is the part that I need. Just these two parts. So I'm just going to press F2 to copy that. Copy. I've already copied it. Let's open up. Okay, I'm going to just take care of it using let's use the exits and see. Then we take it from there. Yeah, or the result. Just select that anyway. Right click and go to event action perform, and right in here I'm going to start by entering as follows. Let's say system dot, that will be set properties, property, and in there is going to be free TTS dot voice. Right, and I'm going to say comma here, then the value that is going to be as follows. Then I also need to grab hold of Kevin voice directory. Let's come back in here, and that is right there. So come right there, I'm going to say dot Kevin voice directory. There we go. I still have an error because I need to import one or two things. Let's correct this first. Right, I'm going to need the library. I don't think I have it. Okay, let's come up here. Yeah, it's not there. Okay, I'm going to enter the libraries there. There we go. Import com.son and so on. That's the library that you need. As you can see, my error is gone. Let's go down and see. It's right here. There we go. The error is gone. Okay, let's complete the rest of the lines of code for that. So I now need to create an object that I'll call voice. Let's just call it voice for the instant, and that will be equals to voice manager dot get instance. There we go. And let's say dot voice. Open up a parenthesis, and in there I'm just gonna use, let's use Kevin. You can also use Alan, but I think Kevin works. Kevin 16, and enter semicolon right here. Now we want voice. Let's enter it as an array and list that to be equals voice manager dot get the instance dot voice dot get voice. There we go. Alright, and right underneath here I'm just going to now use or call voice.allocate, then voice dot, that will be allocate, and we now need to use, let's use boolean, and I'm going to say the status of that is going to be equals voice.speak. Let's say equals voice dot speak, and you can then enter whatever you want to enter in there. Let's say, since it's inside my results, so I can just say no result yet. Okay, that's fine. There, and that's it. So that should work for my voice. I can even copy it. Let's paste that inside exit as well. Where's exit? Let's come here, exit button, and select action perform, and inside the exit I'm going to paste that right in there. Paste. And as for the exit, I can just enter confirm if you want to exit. Okay, let's try out our text to speech now. So this one should say no result yet, and this one should say confirm if you want to exit. Okay, let's save that and compile and run. Let's see, it's coming up. Run.
No result yet.
Yep, that's good.
Confirm if you want to exit.
That is good. So the voice is working, so all I just need to do now is to use it correctly. So that is fine. I've got the voice working. The run button is working. That's good. So with the exit, so I might as well just finish up the lines of code for the exit. So in here I'm going to say private JFrame, and I'll just call that frame. Now underneath here I'm going to create, let's create let's say frame, an object frame equals new JFrame, and that JFrame, let's just give it an alias exit. There we go. And right underneath my text to speech here, I'm going to use as follows. Let's say if J option pen dot show dialog, that's a dot show confirm dialog, and the dialog to be confirmed is the frame here, and in here I'm just going to enter confirm if you want to exit. Copy all of this and paste it right here. There we go. And the name of my project, comma, I'm just going to call that mass app. Let's put another comma underneath here, comma, press enter, and in here I'm now going to say J option plain dot yes no option, and that will be equals, let's say equals J option plain dot yes no option. We just copy this and paste it right there. And now let's use the curly braces, and we just end it by saying system dot exit, and that is it. There. So let's try it out now. This is my exit lines of code from here down here. Okay, and I have a look at the directory for the voice properly. Alright, so I'm going to compile first before running that, and let's click on run.
Confirm if you want to exit.
And there we go. That's my dialog pops up. No.
Confirm if you want to exit.
Yes. The exit works. Now let's exit out of here, and I want to put together some functions. Two of them is going to be for the voice, and one is going to be for the arithmetic operators. But before I do that, let's grab hold of some sound. So I'm going to go into my file here. I think I do have some here. There we go. So this one is the winning one, and this is just to alert you if you're wrong. So I'm going to copy those two, just copy them. Now let's go into this very project here. That is the project I'm working on now. It's called that is the name, JMass apps. So double click on JMass apps, go to the source file here, and inside the JMass apps, double click on that and just paste. I'm going to paste my, yeah, there we go. I've pasted those ones in there. So one is going to, I'm going to call one winning, and the other one is going to be no winnings. So with the winnings, this is the winning. So select it. Let's hold on to the shift key, right click on it, and let's select the part, copy part. There. Alright, so I can minimize that now, and I will now go straight into the source file here. Now go right up, right underneath here. I will add my function right underneath here. So let's start by saying private void, and the very first one I'm going to call it winning audio. There we go. And I'm going to enter as follows. Let's just enter curly braces in there. Now let's do this. I'm going to say file equals file in lowercase, and that will be equals new file. A new file will take in the following. If you guys can still remember the part that I copied, so I'm going to now paste the part right here. There we go. The part are in there, but all this backslash must be double backslash. So let's enter it, or let's make them all double backslash. And there we go, right there. And enter semicolon in there. I'm now going to press enter. Now I'm going to call this other object here, and that is audio input stream. an audio input stream. I'm going to use audio stream. That is the instance that I'm going to create for that. An audio stream, that will be dot, say get audio input stream file. So grab hold of all of these and I'm gonna paste that right here, and the file is it's getting this very file, so copy that and paste that right in here, enter semicolon there. Oh, this should be audio system, not stream. There we go. And in that case, this one will be get audio input stream file. Okay, you see, for this file to work, we're going to have to, as you can see, we need to add some exception in there. So come in here, just click on this little bulb here and let's click on add true. That's the first one. I'm going to need 2 more, and the next one, that is going to be IO exception. There we go. And that is it for now. Okay, but at the same time, you guys must make sure you have this library. Make sure you have all of this library here. You're gonna need them for all the libraries that is here. Okay, back in there. Now the next thing that I want to do now let's say clip. I'm just gonna call that clips in lowercase. That will be equals audio system dot get clip. So grab all of these, paste that in here, dot get clip. Now I'm now going to say clip. I want you to open dot open, enter semicolon in there, and what I want it to open is going to have to open the audio stream, this one, and paste that right in there. Then I also want the clip to start, so we can say sound clip dot start there. Okay, let's take care of these errors. We just need to add this throw in there, that is line unavailable exception. Double click and that's it. You see the errors are gone. There we go. And that is the winning audio function. So I'm going to copy this, because for the lose audio function I just need to change this name. So I'm going to copy everything in here, copy that function, come right down underneath here, paste, and let's just change the name around. I'm going to call it no audio, no winnings. Right, just change this one to no winnings. There we go. And the name of that file is just called alarm. Type in alarm there. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, these 2 functions, that is for my sound. Okay, so we can check them out to make sure they work, but we're gonna need some throws in there. Alright, let's take care of the last function before we start making or before we start tampering with it. Anyway, so the next function is going to be the one that will take care of the arithmetic operator. So I'm going to come in here and say private void, that will be mass operator. There we go. Okay, bring that down. So in here I'm going to declare the following integer variable, and we'll call that num1. And in the case of num1, it's going to be taking in random values, but the problem now is I haven't declared that. So let's go up here, right underneath here. I need to create some global variables. So the very first global variable that I'm going to create, I'm going to call that ran. So let's just say random is rnd, that will be equals new random. That's my first one. And the second one, I'm going to create that for the arithmetic operator. That's going to be string character. Let's call that arithmetic operator. And enter semicolon. And the last one, that's going to be, I will just call that add value. So that will be used to increment whatever value we have, and I will initialize that with 0. Okay, I have all of the 3 global variables I intend to use. So let's go back into my function. Now here where I have num1 will be equals ran dot, that will be next int. Okay, and the value in there, let's make that from 13 to 24. That's my very first one. So the second one, so what's going to happen is this will generate from number 13 to 24, while this will generate from 1 to 12. Change that to 12, and in here num1, so this will become num2. Right. Now the other one is going to be for my operator. So I'm just going to call that operation, that will be equals ran dot next. So I'm just going to make that about 5, paste that in there, that would be 1 to 5. There we go, done. And underneath I will also declare an integer called num, and num is initialized with 1. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now let's use a for loop to take care of everything that we just done. So let's say for, let's say int I, that will be equal 0, and I less than num, comma I plus plus. Come right down here, enter curly braces. Now use the switch statement. Switch operations. This very one, grab it there. Open up curly braces again, and the first case I'm going to call that 1. And case number 1 is going to be taking in the following operator. Let's see the string character in there. That's it. arithmetic operator. So case number 1, we're taking that will be equals the plus sign there. Then we'll say J LBL num1 dot set the set text, and the text in there, that will be, we need to convert that because it's going to be getting its value from here. So grab hold of this and get rid of all of this. So that's going to be string dot value of, value of num1. So that's the first one. The second one, we have to take care of the second one, so take care of the num2. So come right down here, paste that in there, change this one to num2, and this is taken care of by num2. That's good. So all I then need to do is come right down here and just end my first case statement there. Okay, since the first case is taken care of, all we then need to do is I'm going to copy this. That will become case number 2. Paste, we have 2, and change this to 2. 2 will become subtract. Then we have case number 3. Case number 3, paste, and 4, paste. So this will be 3, this is 4, and this will be multiplication, while I will call this one division. There we go. All done. And I'm just going to enter a default statement in here. Let's say default, and that is going to be the arithmetic operator. The default value will be a question mark. Yeah. That will be equals question mark. Once you see that, you know there's an error. Alright, that's fine. Now, anytime we select this function, I want the arithmetic operator, the J operator. This is the J operator. I believe I've given it a name. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to copy it. I want the J operator to display the operator, the arithmetic operator that has been selected. So I'm going to say J operator dot set text, and the text is going to be arithmetic operator. That's just it. Done. Save that. Okay, let's try out this function now. So to achieve that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the form activate. This is the form. Right click on it and let's select events, window, activate, and right in here paste my function there. Okay, so this should call my function right away. Save that and let's compile, then run it. Let's see. Okay, click on run. There we go. Look at that. You see that? Automatically giving me a value. That's 22 divided by 10. That will give us 2 because I'm using integer. Okay, so I need to actually position everything center. I don't like the way it is. Alright, so that's good. Maybe try out this function as well. I'm going to go into one of those buttons. I think this. Let's go to that very one and just paste that right up there and see how it's going to work. And at the same time, let's get everything centered in here. Select it all. I should be able to do it in one go. Come straight to the properties and let's look for something to do with alignment. There we go. Align, make that center. I think I've got it all. Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to compile that and click on run. There we go. Look at that. They are all centered now. So if I click on this, I should be
No result yet. No result yet.
Okay, I should be able to change the value. See that?
No result yet.
You see that, guys? The operator is changing the value. 1 is changing, value 2 is changing.
No result yet.
That's good. So that's sounding there. I'm going to
No result yet.
I'm going to get rid of that one. Okay, now I now need to be able to enter my answer in here and click on this to check.
No result yet.
To check if it's right or wrong. Alright, that's good. We're getting somewhere. Now let's select this very button. Right click, event, action, action, perform. And right in here, this is the message. No result yet. I don't need this message. I'm going to make up another message in there. Now, okay, right in here inside my result button, I'm going to enter as follows. I'll be moving this later on, but first of all, let me just put a line here so that I don't get it mixed up. That is just for the voice, text to speech. Okay, and right underneath here, I'll first of all declare the following variable. So I'm going to call it num1. That local variable is going to take in as follows. Let's say integer dot parseInt, and the value I'm passing is going to be from the JLBL num1 dot get text and tabs parenthesis and semicolon. So that's for the very first one. So I can just copy this for the second one, and this will be 2. Okay, that's 2, and in here this one will be 2. Alright, that's fine. Now I'm going to then create another integer. So I'm going to call those, there's going to be 2 of those anyway. One is going to be answer and the other one is going to be known as results. There we go. Now my variable add value that is right up there, I'm going to increment that right here. Let's say add value equals add value plus 1. Done. Now let's do this. If JLBL operator dot get text equals dot get text trim to dot equals the plus sign, then we want as follows. We want answer to take in whatever value we have in here. Answer will be equals num1 plus num2 plus num2, number 2. There, that's the very first one. So all we just need to do now is copy and use else if. Else if is subtract, then this becomes subtract. Else if, and this if is multiplication, this become multiplication. Division, and this become division. There. And finally we can just say else answer equals maybe 0. So let's say else answer equals 0. Alright, so those are the nested if statement or if statements that I'm going to be using for to compare or to calculate whatever we have inside the text box or whatever the operator is. Okay, so now let's come down in here. Yeah, the label, whatever we have inside the label. Okay, come right down here, just put a broken line there. Now I'm going to use another if statement, but this time around that's going to just to check the results. So first of all, let's grab hold of this and paste that right underneath here. Then, but what we're checking is just the result this time around. JTXT result. Okay, dot get if is empty. We want the system to do something, so close that up. Right, and in here let's do as follows. If it's empty, then the result in there will be 0. So grab hold of this and just change that to 0. So that will be set text to 0. There. Now we want to get our voice activator, which is right here, this very one. Now I might as well just cut that off and bring it right in here. Paste that right here, and I can then enter as follows. Please enter, let's say please enter your answer. Okay, please enter. Please enter your answer. Okay, please enter your answer into the text box, or please enter your answer. That's it. Now okay, let's do this. Let's say it should get request focus straight onto the text box itself. That will be Q, request focus. Yep. Alright, so that is self-explanatory. Now JLBL display dot set text. In that case, that will be pure nothing in there. So that's the first one. Then right underneath here, let's enter whatever result might be. Let's say result equals integer. Yeah, grab hold of all of this and just paste it in there. Paste that here, and that will be result. This will be result. Get whatever we have inside results. Nice one. Now the next thing is, let's compare whatever we have inside result and the answer. So in there I'm just going to say if result is not equals to answer. Now that is another problem. So now we want the voice activator to say something out. So I'm going to grab hold of all of these, copy that, paste that in here, and we can just say incorrect answer or something like that. Incorrect answer. And the right answer is, let's add plus, because it's going to be a string. It's a string dot value, and where are we getting the answer for? Value of. Where we're getting the answer from? We're getting it from result, from answer. Yeah. Close that and semicolon in there. So let's move this so that you guys can see what I've just done in there. Nope. I'm just going to, yeah. Right. Move this in so that you guys can see it. That is it. Okay. Alright. So I've just entered the result in here. Yeah, I think I can go 2 lines. Yeah, I think I can go 2 lines. There's no error, so that's fine. You guys will be able to see it much better. Alright, in that case, LBL display, we have to display whatever we have inside the answer. So let's say LBL display, we want you to get the following value. So grab hold of this and paste it right underneath here. JLBL display equals everything that I have in here. Grab that and just paste that in here. There. And you're going to lose a point, so, or you will not gain a point. So in that case, add value will be minus minus. Okay, then we can call our arithmetic operator again. I think, what is that function called? Let's see the name of the function. Okay, it's with an S, that's correct. Come down in here and just paste that in there. Call the function back to generate another input. Then we have to clear and set focus. No, set focus in here, and we also need to clear it really. So clear and set focus. There we go. Okay, JTXT result, that's where you enter your results, so that's why we always set focus in there. Okay, so that is fine. I'm going to just draw a broken line there and block that off. There we go. Okay, and right underneath here, I'm going to call the no winning function. So let's come right down here. It's going to give us an error because we'll be needing some exception or true exception. Let's say winning. There. Okay. Just like I said, we have an error. So I'm going to come in here now, and there's going to be a lot of exception added to it. So let's use this try cache. I think maybe this. Let's try this. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Okay, that takes care of that. So that's for the no winning condition. But if we are winning, so I'm going to, let's get hold of this one. I'm going to get hold of this up to somewhere here. Yeah. and paste that right underneath here. Let's enter a broken line there as well and paste. So if result equals answer, we want as follows. Let's block this off here. Now if result equals answer, I want this to tell me point awarded. So let's come in here and award a points awarded. So that will be points awarded. So we can just say well done there. Okay, so let's close that off. Now I can also call my, get rid of this, I don't need this, it's just point awarded. I can then call my operator, arithmetic operator, okay, for the next session. I think, no, wrong spelling here. Right. What about here? That should be the display. So let's get rid of this and just change that to store points. Store points. Yep, that's fine. And jtxt result dot request focus again. There we go. Now underneath here we're now going to add my winning. So let's come right down here and just say winning audio. We're going to have that error as well, so come right down here and just click on these to add all of the exceptions there, and the error gone. Okay, finally we can now go to the level 2 right here. So let's go back in here and go to level 2 since we've got it right. So underneath here, let's use as follows. Let's say if. First of all, let me add a broken line there again. And we'll do as follows. If JLBL store, yes, store point, right here, grab hold of all of this, JLBL store point dot get, and enter parentheses there, dot get dot trim, if that is equals to, let's just say the value of 2, then we should just go straight on to the next one. So in here I'm going to say level 2, that is it right there, I'm calling that very one level 2. So let's create an object for it, our instance of an object that I can just call that L2. L2 maybe equals new level 2. There. Alright, so in that case, yeah, no, it should be L. Okay, L2, or let's just say level 2, just level 2, in our case, level 2. That would be equals as follows, so just want it to show up. Level 2 dot set visible, that would be true. And that's it, done. And finally, we now want this to record the score, so come right down here, paste that here underneath here, and that will be set, and here we just enter the score in there, string dot value of, that will be add value. There we go. Okay guys, let's try this out. So I'm gonna compile first, then we just run it and see how that works. Now click on run. Alright, 22 plus 10. So okay, let's enter the right answer.
Point awarded. Well done.
That's very good. So let's get the answer wrong instead of the right answer.
Incorrect answer. The right answer is 21.
That is good. So I'm going to exit out. That's working the way I
Confirm
want.
if you want to exit.
Yes, I do want to exit. There. Okay, let's take care of the second one here, this very one. As you can see, there's nothing in there, so let's go to events, action, perform. There's nothing. So I'm going to now copy every single data we have in here. First of all, let's start with the functions. Okay, I'm going to get hold of this, get hold of the object and the variables. So let's come right here underneath here, paste that there. Alright, and it's telling me to import, so I'm going to might as well just import everything here because I'm going to need it anyway. Grab hold of all of that, come right in here and just paste there. Okay, the random is there already. Okay, now let's come right down here. We now want to grab hold of every single function that I have in here. Let's take it down up to here. Yep, grab hold of that, and I'm gonna paste that right underneath here. Paste. That's good. Now the next thing is we now need the addition function. Let's come in here and right click, and let's select whatever function we have in here, or whatever code, lines of code we have in there. Alright, I'm going to copy it from here, take it down, all the way down, keep going. Yeah, that's it. Copy that and just come in here, right click on the results, action, perform, come right down here and just paste. There we go. So far no errors. So let's get hold of the, let's get hold of this as well. That is the exit. Copy, come right here, and where's the exit? This is the exit here. Action, perform, and paste. So we have an error. So in here I'm just going to declare a private global variable for J frame, and that is going to be frame. There, that error should be gone. Okay, that is exit taken care of. Now let's go back to here, back in here, and now want to come right underneath here. If we have more than 2, we want it to go to game over. So I'm going to change all of this to game over. Let's change everything I have in there. That should have been level 2. Game over. So that would be, let's say, lowercase, game over. And grab this and paste that in there. And this one should be game over as well. So if you score 2, you go to the next one straight away. And let's see, we have, I think that's all there is to it. Okay, let's run it and see how that's going to look like. Then we can add a timer to it if it works as expected. Alright, so let's come right in here. 19 divided by this. Remember, I'm working with integer, so I'm just going to enter 2 in there.
Point awarded. Well done.
Point awarded. Well done. And here, divider, that's going to give us 5. It should go, if it's right, if we get 2 in here, then it should go straight to the next frame.
Point awarded. Well done.
There we go. We are in the next frame. That is very good. That is good. So in here we just enter maybe 3 in there.
Point awarded. Well done.
Yep, that's fine. So let's get it wrong now.
Incorrect answer. The right answer is 135.
That is good. So this is working. Now the next thing we want to do is we now want to add timer. Okay, back to our form design, and right here, up here, I'm going to add a timer. Let's go to the palette there. Yeah, and let's paste that in here. And I'll just speed that up. There we go, we have a timer. I also added a border to it. Okay, so what I'm going to then do is I'm going to click on the form itself and select form activate. So let's right click on the form and just go to event, and let's go to window activate. And right in here, first of all, up here, let me declare the following. I'm going to say int, let's enter q there, and q will give it a value of about 20 there. Now I'm going to call my, let's say, math operator there. Now let's say timer, that is going to be, let's say, t equals new timer, and I'm going to give it an interval of let's say 1000, and that's going to be new action listener. This is going to require some exception, which I'm going to end up deleting anyway. Alright, let's say E and come out of here, enter curly braces, press enter. There we go. Now we have this error, and to take care of that very error, I'm going to enter an override here. Let's say override, and I'll just say, let's say, public void action perform, and that is going to be action event. Come out of it, enter curly braces. Okay, alright, that's the error gone. So I'm going to now ask my timer to display, let's say if, no, let's say J LBL timer. That will be dot set. What I'm setting is going to be the value of Q. Let's say string dot value of, and that will be Q. Right, and I'm going to then say Q minus minus, because I have 20 in there, so it's going to count it down. Alright, now let's use an if statement. If whatever we have in here, if it's less than JLBL timer dot get text dot trim, and if that value equals to, let's say dot equals to 0, then let's go to game over. So we go right in here, so let's enter game over there, game over, and that is going to be game over. Equals new game over, then game over dot visible equals true, and that will be all. Game over dot set visible, that will be true, and that's it. And underneath here we just need to start the timer, t.start. Alright, so I'm going to save that. I'm now going to just run it and try it out, and we take it from there. So let's compile first. First of all, let's see, yeah, it should work. Alright, let's compile and run. Now click on run. Okay, so let's see how that's going to work. There we go. Okay, 18 minus 10, that would be 8.
Point awarded. Well done.
Very good. Okay, let's purposely enter invalid in there. Instead of 26, let's enter 28.
Incorrect answer. The right answer is 26.
There we go. And because we're using integer, this should give us 4. So let's just enter 4 in there.
Point awarded. Well done.
We are now in level 2. So this is the decision making level to make sure we're able to get onto the other page. And look at it. Look at my timer. The timer is now doing its own thing. Once the timer gets to 0, the game will be over. Let's check that out. There we go, game over. It is working as expected, and that is how you create your own math application or app in Java. Now, one more thing before we go. Let's go straight into the main project in here and click on this. I'm going to select reset, and let's enter. We just need to enter something in there. I'm going to copy everything we have in here. Yep, up to here. Right, copy that. And right in here, first of all, I'm going to call the math operator function. There we go. And paste that in here. Right, paste that in there. That is resets. So we can just enter a statement in there that will say the system is resetting. System has been reset. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to copy all of this again, and let's paste that for clear. That is clear in there. Okay, that's my clear button here. Right click and just select event action perform. Paste that in there. Just enter a statement in there, and just say system cleared, something like that. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna compile and let's try that out to make sure the text-to-speech is working, and as you can see the audio is working as well. So click on that. Clear.
System cleared.
You see that? And reset.
System has been restarted.
Oh, what is that? What did I write in there? System has been. Let's go back and just say system restarted. Where is it? Here. Okay. System restarted. Okay. Yeah, that should do. Compile and try that out again. Then we can call it the end of this project.
System restarted.
Okay. Alright, so with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this beautiful tutorial. Unfortunately, it happens to go longer than expected because of all the other gadgets that I added. The sound, the timer, the audio, and so on. And the run buttons. I presume you guys have learned a lot. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it and you all have a nice day now. And please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel.
Incorrect answer. The right answer is 20.
Bye for now.